Product not yet rated.
Yes, I am a geek and a Greek.
I would say I'm a hidden geek.
I am a complete geek.
Well, I don't think so. I like to keep up with the latest trends on the high streets.
I suppose I am a bit of a geek. I've had the traditional geek bringing up. I had a chemistry set at the age of 7.
Tim Rance is a very big geek, yeah, but I mean, we can sort of make exceptions for some people.
Attention to all sorts of very obscure technical details that bores everybody stupid.
CTG stands for Central Technology Group, and the purpose of the Central Technology Group is to create reusable technology that can be used by all of the game teams.
If I asked you to build a house and presented you with a big pile of rocks and trees and concrete and so on, the first thing you'd probably ask me for would be the right tools.
The specific advantages of CTG within the company for the games is that they can focus purely on the gameplay. They don't have to worry about writing tools again, writing technology again.
The tools that we create are in use by the Fable team, and they aren't tools that you can just buy off the shelf.
A follow-up project or game will use the same code and tools that we've produced, and they can go straight into making the game and producing cool games for everybody.
Currently I'm working on a spline tool. That means splines are basically curves, so I'm trying to make a tool to help people put things on curves.
Lionhead has been making these tools and games for the past 10 years, and to celebrate our anniversary, a big fancy dress party was planned.
I've taken 2 days off to build my costume, which is Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. I spent so long deliberating whether I should go as the film version, which is a little bit more recognisable, or whether I should be really hardcore and go as the game version, and I kind of bottled out and went for the film version. 4 hours in, and I don't seem to be getting anywhere really, but I might need to go for a little sit down.
One of the things that's a real struggle for game developers is fitting all of those assets into memory and onto the DVDs. What we've done is develop some compression routines that squashes down the data so that it will fit in the available memory, and we've done this with animations which take up huge amounts of memory uncompressed. We've done it with textures, which are the sort of beautiful pictures that go onto the meshes that we create. In an animation, which is basically the movement of a character around the world, we've managed to squeeze those down to just 1% of their original size.
It just helps the pipeline, the content from the people, the creative people, through to the actual game itself.
I told everyone that I was taking some days off to do some charity work. I'll be good. It's going well.
In Lionhead, as we are focused on creating games which cost tens of millions of dollars, sometimes it's great to be able to have a small group of people who can actually spend some time that's not directly on the main game development, and instead can research a bit of blue sky thinking. One example of that is we thought that it'd be very interesting to look at new types of combat. We wanted to experiment with something that really brought the drama out of combat.
Drama is important and vital for combat because it gives it a nice, full-fledged purpose, a motivation for the player.
The whole idea about it is to try and leverage everything that you can to make the combat more exciting without actually changing the combat itself. So we can use a lot of stuff from movies, such as camera work and music, and we can also use everything that we've got in games, like simulation and sound effects and the rumble on the joypad.
Drama is the one thing which will make the difference between just a normal fighting or repetitive fighting mechanics and turn it into an experience, a challenge.
apart from running out of paint and finding out that this is coming off all over me and my clothes, well, I'm a little bit behind, but I'll just work through the night again.
There's a whole range of things that have gone into Fable 2 to help the production of Fable 2 and the game itself.
The fog adds a certain sense of atmosphere. Pete thought it was a good idea to actually get a fog machine in. It was quite good fun actually. We put it in a bucket and all of a sudden our bucket was full of mist and we just spent the entire day playing with it. It was great. We used it to get a good sense of how mist moves around, and then I believe Peter Molyneux nicked it for his pond at home, and he still hasn't returned it.
Strange things are afoot in Peter's garden. And it's not just the mystery of the missing fog machine. Lionhead celebrated its 10th anniversary in style. Pyramid Head was in good company with numerous game celebrities in attendance.